Alright, so in this video, I'm going to talk about power of thoughts, which would be like your power of thoughts, like how you can, in essence, how you can like manage, manipulate. We actually, manipulation is not a bad thing. It depends on how you are doing and why you're doing. Okay. You're not manipulating people, you're manipulating your own thoughts, which is much more beneficial to you. Okay, instead of letting your thoughts run you subconsciously, which is like everyone does, right? The thought patterns runs in our brain like subconsciously all the time, right? I'm not good enough. I'm not good. I'm not good looking enough. I'm not this, that, that. It's always negative with everyone, right? That's why a lot of people have low self-esteem issues. That's why a lot of people don't get to achieve like the fullest potential in whatever they're like trying out, right? So what's the easy fix for it? The easy fix I would say is like getting mastery over your own attention. So instead of like letting these like whenever this negative thought comes like pops up in your head, instead of like letting it run your body, what you want to do is take control of that. Like think of the thoughts like a bunch of horses, right? You want to be able to take control of all the horses or like most of them and direct them in a way that you want them to go instead of them taking you where they want to go. Okay, right? That's very important. That's the distinction. That's the best analogy I could use right now. So there's one easy way, or like two easy ways, which is first is just you have to do meditation at least like 15 to 20 minutes every day, whether that's like focusing your on your own breath, sitting down, just breathe, do that for 20 minutes, just focus on your own breathing. A lot of thoughts, if you're starting it out, like I remember the time I started out with meditation, whenever I started like focusing on my breath, after a few seconds I would get sucked into my own thoughts patterns that used to like run in my head, right? And it has been like about 2 years, like a little more than 2 years, or maybe like 3 years since I started like meditation, right? I did meditation consistently for a long time, a long time. I was doing about 10 to 15 minutes, even 20 minutes on certain days. It like just depended on how I was feeling, but I was doing it regardless of whatever. Like if I knew I had a plan on that certain day, if I knew I was going out and I was going to come home late, I planned my day out and I did meditation early in my day. Okay, that meant I didn't miss once, at least not like consciously. I didn't choose to miss it. If I did, and I made up for it by doing it more. Okay, that's the important thing. You have to do meditation almost every day. Second thing, which like um the second thing comes, I think it comes like after the meditation, like after you have like gained some level of proficiency. Like if you have a good concentration, if you could say like if you can sit down and focus on something for about 30-40 minutes without like your attention veering off, right? You are ready for the second thing, which is reading The Power of Now and New Earth, which is pretty much getting into spirituality. Okay, that will help you be aware of your own thoughts. You could, once you start going down that rabbit hole of spirituality, you will understand that you are not your own thought patterns. You are not the thoughts that come into your own head. That is very important, because once you get down that lane, which I did, I started to realize, okay, there are certain thoughts I'm having in my mind. These are negative, but I don't let them run me, right? That was before, I guess. That was like a few months before. That was me. I saw like, okay, these negative thoughts are coming in my head. This is not me. I accept it. I don't try to fight it. You cannot fight your own thoughts. Okay, so your thoughts are most of the time like conditioned old pattern that are like coming up from your subconscious mind. Okay, your subconscious. Okay, there. Before we get any further, let me explain the subconscious mind to you. We have two minds, right? If you read The Inner Game of Tennis, it explains like self one and self two, or in most books, it's like conscious mind and your subconscious mind, or like the whatever book you read, right? Self-help, productivity, whatever, like everything will say like your subconscious mind is the most powerful thing in the whole universe, right? That's the important thing you just need to understand. Anything that your subconscious mind does, it's like a stream of water, okay? You can as a conscious mind, you can direct where the stream is going slightly, right? You can adjust its paths. It like depends on how deep down into spirituality you are, but you can adjust its paths, but you cannot like completely stop it, right? If the negative thoughts are coming in, which is your subconscious mind giving you negative thoughts, which is from your like old past societal conditioning, whatever, all the negative thoughts are coming in. As a conscious mind, even if you like understand, okay, these are negative thoughts, you cannot stop them. Okay, your subconscious mind is much more powerful. It's like you will try to stop like a whole river just by like your own body. You cannot do that. You cannot stop a whole river. You're gonna get swept by it, right? So that's why it's very important. You do not try to fight your own negative thoughts. You let it happen. If something comes in and says, okay, I'm not good enough, you watch it. Okay, just watch it, let it pass by. The best analogy I can give, or like I heard from somebody who's also my mentor, is all your thoughts are like clouds, right? So once you get like mastery over your own attention, you can understand, okay, these are like clouds that are coming and they're gonna go, but since they have come, they are gonna stay here for some time before they go. That is okay. Now the third stage comes in when you have like done spirituality for some time, when you have accessed the state which is called like presence in spirituality, which I have done. You can start to manipulate your own thoughts. Okay, now this is where the fun part comes in. This is the best part actually. And what this like enables you is, this like gives you the tool to view any event that happens in your life in a way that like benefits you. So not like just positive or negative, good or bad. If something happened to you, you can look for the good in it for yourself, right? Let me explain. If you say went up and talked to one girl, she rejected you brutally. There's nothing called rejection, first of all, but let's say she rejected you. Okay, is there mosquito? Yep, there is mosquito. Oh shit. Yeah. So let's say she rejected you. Wait, where am I focusing? Brutally. Okay. There's no such thing as rejection, but let's say rejection do exist. For a lot of people, it does, right? You got rejected. Now a lot of thought patterns might start coming into your mind, such as I'm not good enough, okay, I'm bad, I'm not this, I'm not that, I don't have a six pack, I'm not a millionaire, I don't look good enough. All those kinds of thoughts will come into your mind, very likely, right? And the thing is like, dude, there are so many mosquitoes here. Thing is like, once you reach that level of spirituality where you understand and can manage your own thoughts, what you can do is see all those events, like instead of letting those thoughts like pop up, you can actually manipulate to see those events. Okay, that is a good thing. I went up and talked to that girl over there. Okay, who the fuck has the balls to do that? Right? Nobody can. No, 99% of people, male, like guys you meet, cannot go up and talk to a stranger. Maybe they will ask a number, but nothing usually ever comes out of it. Nothing. Most of the time. Whatever. Yeah, who the fuck has the balls to do that? That's the first important mindset shift. And the second is, it's just a learning process. It's like kicking a ball into a goal. The goal is very far away. If you kick the ball once really hard, it might go somewhere like completely wrong, right? But once you start kicking the ball again and again and again from the same spot, you will eventually start landing in the goal. And that means if you talk to enough girls, will get so much better that you will know what to do every time you go up and open your mouth in front of a girl, right? That's the best part. Okay, and that can only happen once you see all the things, all the negative things that people usually label as negative, in a good way. right? So if you see everything in a way that's beneficial to you, you can do pretty much anything. And that's the gist of it. Meditation, spirituality, and start viewing everything in a very good way. That's beneficial to you. And that's the path I'm in. It's not simple, it's not going to be done in like a few months. I mean, it can be done in a few months. It depends on how deep you go into all of like the spiritual stuff. I would definitely recommend you to like start with the power of now. Read it up. Don't just read it once. Read it a few times. I know a few of my mentors have read that like hundreds of times. So right, I will definitely tell you. I've been reading it every often. Like I have that book right here. Right. So you have to keep reading it again and again every few months or every other month, whatever. And you have to start internalizing. Like don't just read it. Apply the concepts. Understand it. Ponder on it. Think about it. Right. And you will eventually reach at a level where you have such a good control over your attention. Like I will give you an example. Like before, let's say about 3 years ago, I had such a bad attention span that if you told me to like sit down and watch a video for 50 minutes, like if it was like on one topic and it was like 50 minutes long, let's say, even if it's like a physics, whatever it is, right, doesn't matter of the topic, if you told me to sit down and watch it, I would sit down. Yeah, but I probably couldn't watch it like the whole way. I would get distracted every now and then. I would probably like start Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I would not be able to like sit down and watch it. Right? That has been like the biggest mentality shift. Like right now, if you tell me to sit down and watch like a 6 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour long video, I'm gonna guarantee you I will watch it with full concentration. That's how good like my concentration is. It's very laser focused every day. The thing is with spirituality, once you learn how to be more aware, that's basically like you learn how to direct your awareness every moment. So if you sit down or like whatever you're doing, whatever, this is the basis of spirituality, is to be in the now. That means to be conscious of the present moment, which is right now. That means all the time I've been speaking to you in this video, I've been aware of the sound of the fan. I've been aware of all the noise that has happened before, like outside. I've been aware that I've been sitting in this body, on this chair, and that there were mosquitoes below, and I've been holding a mosquito for some time now. Okay. Yeah, there are a few mosquitoes here, but you get what I mean. I have complete or like almost complete control over my attention. It's not the best, but it's something I'm definitely working on, and I'm pretty sure with time I will eventually get to a point where I have such good attention that I can just pretty much choose to do whatever I want with my mind, right? I can choose to direct, I can choose whatever thoughts I want and what I don't want, and that is a very powerful thing. Your mind is the most powerful thing you can have, so use it wisely. Get into spirituality, learn how the mind works, even in psychology, right? Spirituality and psychology. Get into everything. Start reading a lot of books. I read at least 20 minutes a day, at least. Lately, I started reading fiction at night. I've been reading Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. Um, I read on my Kindle for 10 minutes every day at the start of the day, right after getting some sunlight. Uh, Shout out to Andrew Huberman. Yeah, but I start up my Kindle in like the afternoon and I read. I just read. I read whenever I get time. I watch videos that help me whenever I get time. I choose to spend my time and attention wisely, and that is what like has given me the edge over a lot of people in whatever I do. Yeah, I'll leave you with that. Get into spirituality, get into psychology, start meditation. It will help you a lot more than you can think. Go in with the open mind though. Go in with the open mind. It will change your life.